Good morning, students. Let's begin our English literature class. In today's class, we are going to proceed with our poem, The Television. Let's start the poem, but before starting the poem, let's know something about the poet and what he has to say about the poem. The poet is Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl is one of the most prolific of modern writers in English. He was a British novelist, short story writer, poet, screenwriter, fighter pilot, and has a large fan following among young readers. Let's see a gist about the poem, what the poet has to say in the poem. The poem Television takes a comic look at a serious problem among young children today. Means, in this poem, the poet is highlighting the situation which the young children in present time are facing with the television set, or as it is said, a idiot box. The poem warns us about the danger of excessive television watching. He tells us that the TV robs the mind of the power of imagination and creativity. According to the poet, the TV vanishes, or robs rather to say, the creativity power and imagination power of a child. It totally makes him idle. Dahl, in his characteristic exaggerated style, warns that we will become zombies if we keep staring uninterrupted at the television for long hours. According to the poet, if we are not reacting and if we are watching continuously for long hours, we might become, or we might act like zombies. He advises us to read books, for this will enable us to discover deeper levels of joy, find fulfillment in life, and open a whole new and exciting world for us. According to the poet, the other sort of entertainment, one of the most famous sort of entertainment before the television was invented, was reading books. It increases our intellectual, it increases our imagination and creativity. So let's see what the poet has to say in the poem, The Television. Let's start the poem. The most important thing we have learned so far as children are concerned is never, never, never let them near your television set. Over here, the poet wants to say, as far as the children are concerned, the most common thing we have come to know that we should never, never, never allow them to sit in front of these television sets. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. Or the most thing we can do to get rid of this all situation, we should not have a TV set. If you don't have a TV set, the children are not going to sit in front of them and waste their time and intellectual and every sort of thing. So we should not have this idiot box. In almost every house we have been, we have watched them gaping at the screen. Means we have visited many houses, and whenever we visit a house, we have seen the children over there fixed at their place watching the TV. They loll and slop and lounge about, loll, idle, and slop and lounge about, recline in a comfortable way, and stare until their eyes pop out, and they make themselves sit comfortably or lie comfortably and watch the TV unless and until their eyes get burning or they have a pain in their eyes. Last week, in someone's place, we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. This means last week the poet might have visited someone's house, and they have seen children over there watching TV sets with deep interest. They sit and stare and stare and sit. They sit and stare and stare and sit. Means sitting and staring and sitting until they are hypnotized by it. They do this process until and unless they are hypnotized, means they are fully captured or attracted by that television set, until they are absolutely drunk with all that shocking, ghastly junk, means until and unless they are fully absorbed in that junk things which is shown in that TV set. Oh yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the window sill. Yes, we know that. It makes the children sit quietly in a single place and they never go out of their houses. They never fight or kick or punch, means they never create a nuisance in the house. They leave you free to cook the lunch and wash the dishes in the sink. But did you ever stop to think? Means you are comfortable. The children will not disturb you while you are cooking, washing your dishes. But stop and think for a while about your kids. But did you ever stop to think, to wonder just exactly what this does to your beloved tot? Tot means a young child. Wait a bit. Think that what impact this television set is giving on your child. It rots the senses in the head, means the senses doesn't work properly. It kills the imagination dead, means imagination is totally, out of sight. It clogs and clutters up the mind. Clogs, obstruct and clutters, confused, means lots of obstructions and confusion are created in the mind. It makes a child so dull and blind. It makes the child very much dull and blind because the rays which comes out from the television sets affect the eyes also. He can no longer understand a fantasy of fairyland, means he doesn't have imagining power so that he can understand stories which contain fantasies and fairylands. His brain becomes so soft as cheese, his power of thinking rust and freeze. His brain becomes a soft part, and thinking and imagining capabilities are not working in that child's mind. He cannot think, he only sees. He is unable to think, he only visualizes, he only sees. Alright, you will cry, alright, you will say. But what if you take the set away? Means what the childs are going to do if we are going to take away the sets. How they are going to entertain themselves. What shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain. If now you can ask, what should we do for the entertainment purpose of our dear children? We will answer this by asking you what use the darling wants to do. Means I am going to ask the same question to you. In your time, the TV set was not there, it was not discovered. Then how you used to entertain yourself? How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? Have you forgotten? Don't you know? We'll say it very loud and slow. You don't know how you entertain yourself when you were a child? So we are going to explain how you were entertained when you were a child. Let's stop till here. We'll continue further with the next part in our next class. Till then, thank you.